On May 23rd, the SEC approved of 8 19B-4 filings to list spot Ethereum ETFs on various US exchanges. But they can't start trading until there's specific approvals. We'll talk about that today, kind of some of the hurdles that they might have and face. We'll also talk about what ETFs are if you guys are not familiar. Remember, we talked about how Bitcoin ETFs got approved, which definitely got a lot of excitement. A lot of people bought into it. A lot of people saw that their Bitcoin holdings increased. Definitely a lot of hype. So we'll talk about what I think about Ethereum and how that's going to be looking going forward. So let's go. But before we jump into Ethereum ETFs, I did want to talk about one of my favorite Web3 gaming projects called Dega. What they do is make it easier for people to create games in a Web3 gaming world. So I thought that's really awesome. I think a lot of things that they're doing is really going to help push Web3 gaming forward. If you guys know me, I love talking about games in general, but anytime there's games on the blockchain, it definitely piques my interest even more, especially nowadays because I'm talking about NFTs more. I'm getting excited about a lot of projects. Dega is doing some exciting, cool things, and I kind of want to talk about it today. I think they're really taking it to the next level. One thing that they do, which I think is really important, is you don't need any coding experience. You don't need to be an expert. They allow you to make what you are really dreaming and envision about, but not only make it, but publish and monetize it as well without any coding experience. I think that's awesome. They have this global marketplace, and I think another thing that's really important is you get started for free. So that's really awesome. I plan to talk about this project more and more in the future. I do think that this is going to make a huge impact and really push Web3 gaming forward, and I think this is going to be the future of it. One thing I did want to mention, because we love talking about NFTs, is they do have their own NFT collection that you could get at realms.degaplatform.com, and they have 3 different types: a silver element, a gold element, an obsidian element. They'll have a bunch of different features on here. You can actually get it on different blockchains, which is really cool. Again, if you guys are looking into Web3 gaming, looking for a project, especially for this year, definitely check this project out. I'll probably do another video kind of covering this whole entire project in its entirety in the near future. But let's keep going, talk about Ethereum ETFs. That's what we're here for. So main thing that you guys want to know about is, should you invest in Ethereum ETFs? And it's up to you. Again, as with everything I say, please do your research. This is not financial advice, but let's talk about what ETFs actually are. So an ETF, or especially in this case, an Ethereum ETF, holds Ethereum or Ethereum related assets to investors. So essentially reducing your risk of the cryptocurrency's price movements by you not actually holding or directly owning the asset entirely. So it's definitely interesting. If you guys are familiar with ETFs in like the stock world, which you guys probably are, which is pretty common, I think that is they pretty much is the same concept, bringing it to cryptocurrency. Bitcoin was the first one. Now we're up to Ethereum. Another interesting thing is that ETFs are regulated financial products, so that's why the SEC obviously approved it, because they do get some regulatory control over that. So that's important. There are 2 types of Ethereum ETFs: physical and future-based ones. Here's some of the benefits. Obviously it's lesser risk, but I think the biggest reason is regulatory protection. Also, this is a way to diversify your portfolio. This is something I'm always talking to you about. And then of course, obviously the convenience of it, where maybe if you've never invested in Ethereum before, maybe you don't want to get to crypto, this could be an easy step in to it. Obviously there's still some risk involved with like the market, and obviously Ethereum's price, but again, it people feel a lot safer about it because obviously the SEC is closely keeping their eye on it. So that's just some reasons why. I know there's some people out there like this person, Sasso, I guess is how you say his name, but people like this that says buying ETH means you get exposure to the world's greatest store of value. net deflationary. Bleeding edge tech platform. On-chain is the new online, and even better, global financial system. This is how ETFs will be shilled to boomers. Well, whether that's true or not, it just gives an interesting insight into everything. And so again, what I was mentioning before is that even though the SEC did approve, there's still some approvals that need to be in place. And I'm not saying that it's going to get backtracked or anything like that, but the idea is that just if you're tracking the Ethereum price and wondering why it's not 2x 3xing already, is because I think a lot of people are still waiting, kind of seeing what's happening. It says these registrants are self-motivated, responsive to comments they're getting, but it's really up to them on how responsive they are. They talked about this. The Grayscale challenge influenced Ether ETF decision. Says Grayscale successfully argued in court that because SC had approved the Bitcoin future ETFs, there should be no reason to deny spot Bitcoin ETFs, which are instrumental in approving spot Bitcoin ETFs in January. So there's some articles definitely talking about what they foresee. Ethereum ETFs attract over 4 billion inflows. So it says the SEC moved the spot Ethereum ETF applications to the next stage of deliberation. Open doors for funds begin trading as soon as this summer. So definitely exciting. The approval surprised many, as the SEC has not addressed the issue much after approving the spot Bitcoin ETFs in January. ETFs are definitely going to be trading sooner rather than later. So it's definitely exciting, especially if you are looking to get into crypto, into ETFs, or you're Ethereum holder. Definitely exciting. Says the spot BTF ETF set a high bar for ETF launches. The 11 ETFs that were the most successful in history committed more than 12 billion in net inflows in just over 2 months. The funds hold 30 billion in total inflows, netting around 15 billion after counting outflows from Grayscale. Many believe the Ethereum ETFs will be successful, even if it's less than Bitcoin ETFs, which is fine. I think that's okay if it's not successful with Bitcoin ETFs. There's still a lot of potential there. And again, we don't expect Ethereum to catch up to Bitcoin, but still, obviously, the idea is that is an interesting investment. Obviously, I'm a huge Ethereum fan. So I just wanted to show here the spot Ethereum ETFs poised for trading. If you guys want to check it out, the trust or the exchange, if you guys want to learn more about that, obviously do some research. But it's definitely interesting, definitely something to keep an eye on. Definitely, I think, great, for the crypto ecosystem as a whole. And definitely, I'm going to keep my eye on this, keep you guys updated as much as possible. But definitely, it's getting closer, and I'm super excited as a Ethereum holder and a future Ethereum ETF holder. Definitely want to see what's coming. But that's it. I'll put the link in the description. Thanks for watching. Catch you guys next time.